Cup of Joe for you. Good to see ya. Welcome. Who else is in the room? Trying a new apparatus, which just came to me in Amazon. So I'm trying out the apparatus here. Let me know if the audio sounds messed up. Then I will revert. It's a beautiful day in New York City. Yeah. Been downpouring rain all day. Welcome back, Blondie. Good to see you, Griff. Yeah, sorry, Brian. Yeah, no, we're not really there. Good to see you. No, we're not really there. No, we're not really. How does the audio sound? Is the audio okay, guys? Sounds good? Awesome. Awesome. Let's go for a little walk. Let's go for a little walk. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, sounds good there. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, audio nice and even. Got you guys actually hooked up to a microphone. So now I have a new device which helps me connect the microphone and power source to my phone at the same time while it's in the gimbal. So it's a little windy out here, so I'm wondering how, like, on the replay, because this is a microphone that has a wind muff over it, I'm wondering how it's gonna behave. But the rain has literally just stopped. It's a solid line. A solid line. I'm hoping for the sun was about to come out. I was hoping for a rainbow, but I do not think that's gonna happen now. But I need to get out and go for a little walk. I've been sitting in the house all day, so as you guys know, maybe get some food while I'm out here. I think I am going to get some food while I'm out here. Come to think of it. Wife coming home late from work today, so I have to fend for myself. Let's walk through some movie history, shall we? The rain stopped there in New Jersey as well? Yes. It cleared out pretty strong from west to east. A straight line of rain stopping. Good to see you, Mary. Welcome. So coming up, we are about to walk into a basketball kind of court, if you will. Pretty much just a piece of asphalt with some hoops. But little movie called Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta plays basketball right here in that movie. Saturday Night Fever. Good to see you, boss. Welcome. The rain has stopped. I need to go for a walk. I've been inside all day. Yes, we are in Brooklyn. That is the Verrazano Narrows Bridge right over there. We're in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. And right here, in front of us, this is where Tony Manero, Saturday Night Fever. And this area, wow, look at all this water over here. Wow. What is going on over here? Madness over here. Madness. So, as long as I could remember, since I was a kid, this whole area here has always had a problem with drainage and all that. But this is real. I didn't realize it still got this bad. And then technically when you go on the other side of that fence over there, you're in Fort Hamilton. Wow. I remember riding the bike through here. On some days it will flood further down. Oh, so funny. And then there's a big concrete slope right over here. And we used to slide down on big pieces of plastic, like plastic discs, and we used to slide down that. And this whole bottom area was full of glass. And what a gloriously dangerous time we were living in. Thank you so much, Mary. What a glorious time. Oh, the good old times. The good old times. Let's get down to the waterfront here and damn it, do I need to tie my shoe? damn it. I gotta find somewhere to tie my shoe. I thought I tied my shoes tight enough so I wouldn't have to think about them. Right, the good old days when they were all nice and dangerous and, you know, you didn't care if you got hurt or whatever. I gotta tie my shoes. Good to see you, Dibble. Welcome back. Sorry we're not in Disney. Let me go tie my shoes over here and we'll continue on with our little walk. This is so annoying. I thought I had my shoes tied. I was hoping for the rainbow. And if we were going to get a rainbow, we would be looking in this direction here. As you see, lots of construction going on around here. Lots of stuff going on around here. Okay. Let me tie my shoe. Nice thing about having an elevated highway is sometimes you can find a bench that's completely dry. Way. Even when it rains. All right, let's tie my shoes here, guys. I thought I had my shoes secure. Damn it. There we go. There we go. And as you see, it's cold. See that? You can see my breath. How crazy is that? That is how cold it is right now outside. Yeah. Close by the water, Bay Ridge is the first area. Oh, yes, exactly. When you come off the Verrazano Bridge, which is right here, that is Bay Ridge. It has almost summertime. I heard that this weekend's going to be really hot. Really hot. So I'm looking forward to that because I have Saturday and Sunday off. Off from my regular job, which is I'm not going over the Brooklyn Bridge this Saturday. Isn't it doing? Yeah, exactly. But I get to be in Coney Island both Saturday and Sunday. So, and damn it. Is that fresh concrete? Good to see you, Chris. Let's go up this way over here. Au Vagnon. Good to see you, Chris. Welcome. Just rambling about here. I was hoping to be able to catch a rainbow today, but I don't think it's in the cards. But yeah, we'll be in Coney Island Saturday and Sunday, which is awesome. And then the weekend after that, Saturday and Sunday, doing some walking tours on Saturdays up there in Coney. I remember this area? 49, yeah, 49 over there in Voorhees. Yeah, it's about 49 degrees here. I couldn't believe it actually when I fired up the weather app. So I could have swore it was like warm out here, but nope. And Nebul, we walked on the other side of 4th over here. This side down here isn't exactly the best. Not exactly the most scenic. Yeah, no rainbows, no leprechauns, right? No rainbows, no leprechauns. And I was really hoping for a rainbow. Really hoping for one. Good to see you, Tracy. Actually outside now. Actually outside. I wish I was at Disney, even if it was raining. Even if it was raining. You could stay at the Hotel Gregory, Nibble. The Hotel Gregory. That's the closest hotel to right here. Actually, let me see if the Philly cheesesteak place is open. I want dinner, but I don't know exactly what I want. Yeah, virtual walk. I was hoping for a rainbow to come out. The rain line was so defined and the sun was about to come out. But as quickly as the sun came out, these clouds rolled in. And it's a little annoying. That is not the Brooklyn Bridge. That's the Verrazano Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge is made of stone and steel. The Verrazano Bridge is nothing but steel. It's not a very crowded area at all. We go up to 86th Street. It's nice and crowded up there. Robinson Lopez, good to see you. Boa noite, Brazil. Ooh, yes, my Philly cheesesteak place is open. All right. Yeah, see, the Brooklyn Bridge is not that big and impressive. Brooklyn Bridge is impressive, but it's stone. That's the first thing you have to remember about the Brooklyn Bridge. The towers, at least, of the bridge anyway, they're stone. I have a 45-minute commute to Lower Manhattan. About an hour and 15 minutes to Midtown. So it's a bit of a long commute, but nowadays people are willing to live far out here because it's such a nice area. So when just a few years ago it wasn't necessarily fashionable to be out here, people are now coming out here and they're loving it. Coming in, creating a place for us to live. Yeah, we have lots of bridges here in New York. New York is part of an archipelago. We have the Brooklyn, the Williamsburg, the Manhattan, the Queensboro 59th Street at Ed Koch Bridge, the RFK Bridge, the Tappan Zee Bridge, the George Washington Bridge, the Verrazano Bridge, the Outer Bridge Crossing, the Goethals Bridge, the Bayonne Bridge, just to name a few. The Whitestone Bridge, the Frog's Neck Bridge. Did I mention Triborough RFK Bridge? And that reminds me, we got to do a ride on the. We had to do a ride on the cable car going into Roosevelt Island soon. That we have to do. Cannonball Park. Good to see you, Wilbs, driving that Northern Line. Welcome. I thought we were going to get a rainbow, but alas, we did not. Alas, we did not. Little upset, not going to lie. I was hoping for a proper rainbow. Dover Patrol Monument. Of the First World War. Of the First World War. Yes, they did. Now what they do is they take a picture of your license plate, and if you don't have Easy Pass, you pay the full crazy amount. Yeah, we gotta do the Sea Glass Carousel. We gotta do it at night, and it's not staying open late enough for us yet. The Sea Glass Carousel is only staying open until about 7, 8 o'clock, and the sun's not fully down yet. I want the sun to be down, and hopefully the kids not to care about me holding the gimbal here or something like that on the ride. But sometimes people are a little dumb and they don't want you holding anything on the ride. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, it's been raining big time. Now, we used to ride the Sea Glass Carousel all the time when I was working in Battery Park. You know, we would ride it like in the afternoon when like the sun would be out. Like, I think if we ride it now, like we have to ride it at night. We have to ride it when it's like the darkest dark, and you know, and hopefully nobody on it. That's another thing. It's a pretty nice park. It's a pretty nice park. If we go back into the history of this area, there's actually a small amusement park here at one point, in a casino, and right over there is Fort Hamilton. Why is it called Battery Park? Because it's a battery of cannons. A cluster of cannons is called a battery. And there is a fort. There is a fort in Battery Park. It's called Castle Clinton, but it's also referred to as the North Battery. So there you go. Yep, where the cannons are. And actually, go to my Governor's Island video, and we saw how all the forts that were on Governor's Island and inside Battery Park, how they all kind of helped. They were all meant to cover each other and help each other out. Like to complement each other. That's the word I was looking for. To complement each other. To defend the harbor. And all those forts were built for the War of 1812. So thus, they were never used in battle. But that War of 1812, that's when we were very worried that the British were going to come and just invade it all and take it back over again. All right, I know where I'm going to walk now. We're going to get some exercise, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, it's nice and long. It's a long broadcast, so please feel free to fast forward along through it. I still have some footage I took from over there where I got to edit up some footage for you guys and put it up. No, this area here is not that bad. We're looking at the Belt Parkway down below there. And if we go in this direction, it's JFK Airport. If we go in this direction, we will go towards the rest of Brooklyn and then eventually Manhattan and Queens. Actually, is the World's Fair sign gone? Right, they took away the World's Fair sign. There was a sign for the 64 World's Fair that managed to live in this intersection right here. And I'm pretty sure they took it away. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they took it away. It was on this pole. It was on that pole. There was a sign for the World's Fair. And it's, you remember going to the Brooklyn Navy Yard years ago? Yeah, Brooklyn Navy Yard. It's a whole new manufacturing area now. It's a whole new manufacturing area. Lots of construction going on down there. Evidently, lots of big puddles down there. Yes. No, I won't go. I only go to Jersey if I need it to be. Yes, they just call it the Battery. They call Battery Park just the Battery now, but everyone still calls it Battery Park. Yeah, I know. The sign was really cool. It was on this pole right here. And it somehow managed to live like years and years and years and years until like fairly recently. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody stole it because it became like, see, look at this sign here. Look at this sign here. Look at this Kiwanis sign here. Look at that. Look how vintage that is. I bet you people didn't take that sign because they simply can't get there. They can't climb up there. But I mean, there have been some signs. And, the World's Fair sign was on that pole over there, because that was the direction you need to go to get to the World's Fair, to the 64 World's Fair too, to the 64 World's Fair. Okay, look at this other one here. This is probably an original Verrazano Bridge sign right there. That's an original sign right there. Look at how faded it is. That is probably from 1964, 1965. Look at how faded that is. Unbelievable. I know there's a few signs for the World's Fair still around, but who knows? Nowadays with the internet, unfortunately, since everyone finds out about this stuff, they go and find it and then they go take it. So I think that might have been the fate of our World's Fair sign. So I remember that thing being up here as recently as maybe like 2 years ago. It's just now I'm thinking about random thoughts right now. There's some pics of it online. There's a guy, the website's Forgotten New York, and he does like these little walks around the town. He used to live around here in Bay Ridge, and I know he has some signs of it. He has some signs of it walking down. Like he has a whole piece about Cannonball Park. So check out Forgotten New York. As the signal, what the F happened to the signal right there? Bloody hell! All right, we're back. What the hell was that? Yeah, don't you love that website? He's one of the best because I mean he kind of discovered New York the way I did, which is we were both born and raised here in Bay Ridge in particular, and we explored the city on bike. The minute we got a bike, we started going really far, and that's what he did. And he talks about half of his posts are about trips he used to take on his bike. What? Got some friends visiting the United States near you. They just messaged you wanting to know if it's safe to walk through Clapham Common. Told them that put your phone away and don't dawdle. Yeah. Luckily we don't have to do that here. Yeah, he used to do a lot more with it years ago. Yes, Brian, you are definitely a fan. Yes, that's very true. He used to post all the time. But it's still definitely worth I mean, he did a great story about Denzine's Wharf, which is right around the bend from here. And if you don't know what Denzine's Wharf is the last spot that the British left from in an occupying manner. Evacuation day, November 26, 1783. This is where the British leave, and something like 68,000 troops left from like right here, off of Denzine's Wharf. It's kind of an amazing thing. I tell you, it's peaceful out here, though. Nice and peaceful out here. I'm happy I came for a walk. I really needed a walk. I know it was being in the house. I will, while it's fun to do the flight sim for 3 hours, I don't think I could do that every day. I don't know how these gamer live streamers do it, being behind a computer like that for 5 hours. I haven't been to Ellis Island in quite some time. I haven't been to Ellis Island in probably, I want to say probably 6-7 years. And, if I choose, it's always, if you can, try to do, I like to do both in one day. Like I'll go to Ellis Island, then I'll go to Statue of Liberty or something like that, because Ellis Island has a history, but it's always fun going up the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. Or even more fun, walking up the stairs of the Statue of Liberty, walking up the stairs of the pedestal, because nobody walks up those stairs on the pedestal. It would be a cool stream, but you know what the problem with Ellis Island is? The signal. If we go there on a crowded day, we may not be able to get a good signal out there. And especially like right now, I wouldn't do a live stream like let's say this week at Ellis Island because tourists are beginning to come into town, and it's beginning to get nuts. I have a feeling this year we're going to break records as it comes to tourism numbers. Oh, really? The elephants used to bathe in the pond near you? Awesome. Wow, look at that big old log out there. It's log, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Mary. I'm so sorry to hear that. Brian, check out my replays. I did a whole series about the survivor tree at the World Trade Center Memorial. You can see the survivor tree blooming and then in full bloom. We are always by the World Trade Center almost every week because that's where I work. So we're always walking through the World Trade Center. And yeah, I did some live streams with specifically focusing on on the Survivor Tree, and then at the end of the month, we're gonna have the Memorial Glade open up. And actually, the last time I did my live stream at Memorial Plaza, we actually saw a little bit of the construction going on for Memorial Glade. So we're always down there at the World Trade Center because luckily, I work down there, and also it's changing so much all the time. So I like to just keep tabs of it almost on a weekly basis. But yeah, check them out. It will be awesome. I've made up my mind. I am giving myself Taco Bell tonight for dinner. Tonight we will have Taco Bell for dinner. You like my log song? You don't remember Ren and Stimpy? Chris, you don't remember Ren and Stimpy? That's the log song. Thank you so much, Wills. Donna, good to see you. I watched September 11th from my rooftop. It was not fun. It was not fun. Yeah. I watched it from my rooftop. And if I would have known a second plane was going to hit, all I would have needed to do is look in this general direction right over here, and I could have seen the second plane come down over the harbor, make the turn over into Lower Manhattan. Oh, White Plains in the 20s and 30s, that was a different world. You know, White Plains, Westchester, you know, North Bronx, the north part of the Bronx, those were like trolley communities. And it's really a shame how we've kind of given everything over to the automobile, because you had these amazing communities up there where you did not need to own a car. You could just hop in your little trolley, go to the commuter train, and you'll be in the city by 45 minutes, an hour. And thank you so much, Donna. Yeah, I just got home from work when September 11th happened. I worked overnights at that time. But I like to remember about all those, because we had those here in New York, and I know they were out there in Los Angeles, where you had like these whole communities where electric trolleys got you to and from work, and people look back on them fondly. And oh my God, Tracy, you are way too kind. Thank you so much for the super chats. Now Bill Murray has to come on and thank you. Come on, Bill. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Tracy, for the super chats. There it goes. Wow, that was a weird glitch there. But yeah, I think for a lot of people, they watch The Second Plane. I mean, the way it started for me, I was just coming home from work. I got home from work around 8 o'clock in the morning that day, and I was beginning to fall asleep, and I always sleep with the TV on. I always sleep with the TV on. So good to see you, Billy D. Welcome. So yeah, the news reporter came on at a weird time and kind of woke me up, and the next thing you know, the day played out like a movie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Tracy. We got to take this boat. This is a live stream we have to do. Take the Atlantic Highlands boat from Pier 11 out to New Jersey. This rain pattern is for the birds. Absolutely. As one goes out, another one comes in. Yeah, no, this we have to stream on. We have to do a stream from that boat. There's like no way. Like, we have to do it. Oh, yeah. It was tough. I mean, needless to say, it was a traumatic day. It's an understatement. But yeah, we got to do a proper ferry stream, a proper boat stream. You know, if it wasn't raining, the plan today's plan was I was going to take the ferry out to the Rockaways, and we were going to go to Rockaway Taco today. That was today's plan. But it rained so bad today that even Rockaway Taco closed for the day. I woke up this morning and I'm like, the signal will hold. And I think the boat has Wi-Fi too. But I'm pretty sure the signal's going to hold. And Circle Line will be nice, but Circle Line, that's another situation where there's a lot of tourists around. And we're getting tacos. Actually, I'll be going to Taco Bell. But the Circle Line is a similar situation. Like, we want to go on the Circle Line when it's like empty, when there's nobody out on it. That's when we want to ride the Circle Line. Yeah, the signal on that boat, the signal will be good. Because I live stream on Periscope from the Atlantic Highlands boat. And from the NYC Ferry. Well, we've done NYC Ferry broadcasts also here on YouTube. But that was the idea today, was to hop on my own bike, and go up to the ferry over here, 58th Street, hop on the ferry, go to the Rockaways just for a taco. We don't have submarine, sorry. We have a yellow submarine, which is half sank in Coney Island Creek, but that's about it. Yep. Landed safely in Orlando earlier. It was a long flight. It was a good flight. But I said, it stopped raining. I should go for a walk and hopefully maybe try to get a rainbow, but it's definitely not going to happen. I don't even think we're going to get a sunset now. I don't even think we're going to get a sunset. Well, we're going up to Taco Bell. I know. Oh, yes, I was on a submarine. Yes, I was broadcasting on a submarine on the ferry. Yes, there you go. Thank you so much, Billy. Thank you so much for the correction. We've done San Diego. I do coast to coast, but when we do the coast to coast flights, we do we fly at 3 times the speed of sound. We fly in a supersonic jet, not a real jet, obviously, but. And no, we're not ending at the beer shop. No beer for me tonight. No beer for me tonight. Tonight is a dry night. Had all my libations on Saturday night after the Miss Cherry Delight show. We had a lot of beer on Saturday night, so I'll take a break. I won't drink until Thursday. And actually, come to think of it, this weekend I'm in Coney Island both days, so. You saw the Miss Cherry Delight show? Did you see that? Wasn't that fun? Music of Curiosities, man. That was a fun broadcast. Real fun broadcast. So, this is the Belt Parkway, and they call this just a promenade, just a Shore Road Promenade, or Bay Ridge Promenade. Everyone who lives in the neighborhood calls it just the water, or the bike path. But the highway is the Belt Parkway. And looking in this direction, we're going like kind of north, and this will take us up towards Sunset Park, Carroll Gardens, Red Hook, Park Slope, and then eventually into Brooklyn Heights. Connects on up with the Brooklyn Bridge as it goes around Brooklyn. I give my liver a break, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we'll get up to your flat. You know what? Do I have enough battery? Yeah, we'll go up to your flat. We'll go up to your flat. No, I'll call it your flat. It's okay. It's all right, you Brits call it the flats up here. It's all right. So, give everyone a little bit more. Wow, look at this crazy sky. Yes, the Christmas lights area, yes. Good to see you, Maureen. So, Verrazano Bridge, Brooklyn, Staten Island. Then we turn the camera around over here. We zoom in. And you have those towers over there, or those cranes, if you will. That is the port of Bayonne, New Jersey. And then also off in that direction, Liberty State Park and all that. That is all up there. You can actually just see the Staten Island Ferry also from here. You can just see those orange boats in the distance. That's the Staten Island Ferry right over there. Give you guys an idea. So we're in like the lower, and if you want to call this waterway any name, like this is the Narrows, separating Brooklyn from Staten Island. And then the lower harbor is off in this direction here. Did I ever tell you guys the story about the oil tanker that blew up right here? Did I ever tell you the story about that? Who remembers that story? June 3rd. I believe it was June 3rd. June 3rd, 1973. 1971 or 1973. The SS Brussels colliding with the CV Sea Witch. Look at that. Look at that shot right there. Yes. Did I ever tell you that story, guys? Whoa. Burst of comments. Burst of comments right there. Is there any places left in New York that I recommend staying out of? Stay out of East New York, Brownsville, Hollis, Queens. There's still some neighborhoods that I recommend staying out of. I'll see you later, Griff. Have a good one. Absolutely. Yes, this is a tidal estuary right here. It almost looks like it's in black and white, right? It's a tidal estuary. So it flows in, flows out. We are on the westernmost tip of Long Island right now. Yeah, go get some tacos. I'm hungry for some tacos. Well, no rainbow. I would go to Washington Heights. Washington Heights is pretty safe. Washington Heights, you just got to watch yourself out for. It's gentrifying rapidly, but at night it's still very dangerous. I wouldn't be comfortable up there like past 1 in the morning. But Washington Heights is fairly safe. You just got to watch yourself, just like Harlem, just like Bedford-Stuyvesant. You know, but even areas like Williamsburg, which have drastically gentrified, there are times of day and times of night when it could be very dangerous up there. Even here in Bay Ridge, you never know what could happen. There's 8.5 million people here, so I always say, try to never put your guard down. But yeah, San Diego got the really good tacos. San Diego got the best. time for me to get to make my tacos worth here. How am I able to eat all these tacos and drink all this beer? I walk around and I climb steps. I'm going to climb some steps right now in a little bit. Oh, you get the really good 10 minutes from TJ. Now you're talking. Yeah, right? Very peaceful, right? Oh, I hear that. I hear that, Maureen. Sky is crazy looking. Like, we have real taco places here too, but they're not that, like in Bay Ridge, they're not that great. Like, if I really wanted some good tacos, I would go up to Sunset Park and go to, there's a couple of spots where you can get some really mean ass, really good effing tacos. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's some spots up in Sunset Park that have some really amazing tacos. And yeah, I'm gonna get a burrito, I think, myself. See, just thinking about them, I just lose all sense of decorum. They put anything from Taco Bell like to shame. Oh yeah, absolutely, Brian, absolutely. When it comes to food, absolutely. We always have been talking about food on these live streams. It's almost inevitable. All right, let's get some exercise. Let's go up the steps and go see Wilbs' flat, his soon-to-be flat over here on 87th Street and Shore Road. Taco lasagna? For real? That sounds good. Make a mean chini con carne? Nice. All right. Trying to climb up those stairs without breathing heavy into the microphone. Now we could just see the Statue of Liberty from here. If you look really close, in the very middle of the screen right now, you have your Statue of Liberty. Oh, I hear that, Brian. I could take you on a whole pizza tour if you want. Okay. Let's continue on. I'm getting hungry now with all this food talk. I'm getting so hungry. Right, you saw? Good. Right, the hole in the fence, right? Perfect. A lot of photographers are around here, so. A lot of photographers, so they're always, just like on the Manhattan Bridge, they're always cutting holes into it. Now see, this is like a weird shady park that gets you down to the waterfront for dinner yesterday. Nice. Yeah, we're back. We got a good signal. We're back. And don't forget to hit refresh on the live button there. But we're good. You know, the comments might be messing up from time to time, though. Yeah, no, I won't get mugged. Yeah, it does have a creepy vibe. Yeah, we're back. Back. Hit the like. Good to see you there, Matt. Welcome. Looks like a Law and Order. You know, I'm kind of surprised Law and Order's never filmed down here, come to think of it. It's such a quiet little hidden place that almost anything could happen. Always planes overhead. I'm in the landing. Landing pattern for LaGuardia. So there's always a plane flying over my head almost once every minute. We do, Matt. We do. It's Law and Order. There goes the signal. There we go. There we had a little signal drop out. You show the L and O has 20 plus years? Okay. I do not know what the L and O is. Don't you love chess tables? Me too. That sun's coming out. Oh, Law and Order. Law and Order for 20 plus years, yeah. You've been an extra in a few episodes? Awesome. Night to sleep in a van. That was my favorite job. And then at 4 o'clock in the morning, the man himself, Jerry Orbach, came, woke up the crew with donuts and coffee for everybody. He was the first person, the first actor on call. And he was so professional. He was such a nice guy. And I think my arm is in Law and Order. My arm is in an episode of Law and Order. I give somebody a newspaper, but you don't really see me. You see my arm more than anything. So, my claim to fame. My claim to fame. Yeah, the signal's a little weird over here. Don't know why. Comments are bursting. Let's see the comments bursting. Yeah. Here comes Wilb's building. Hey, would you like the cone in the car? Get him, Cujo. Get him. They actually did film in New York. They filmed a lot of that in New York, actually. Nice. Yeah, I worked with Vincent D'Onofrio. He was crazy. Vincent D'Onofrio was crazy. He had a bit of an attitude, I remember. But like I worked with Eric Bogosian a couple of times, and he was really nice. But the nicest one was Jerry Orbach. Yep, Chelsea Studios, that's right. He did scream at everyone. Yes, he did. I saw that. I was witness to that a couple of times. Oh, look at this. Me and Matt are reminiscing about Law and Order shoots. Now this is a live stream. He's the only one I remember who gave a hard time during filming. He's the only one I remember. Hey, Full Metal Jacket, yes. Good to see you, Free to Laugh now. Oh, nice. Didn't have enough people. Nice. Here's Wilbs' building. Here's Wilbs' apartment building. Even on a rainy day, looks nice, right? Even on a rainy day, and that sun trying to come out. Dramatic views of the Narrows. Oh, wow, really? That's not good. That's not good, Matt. Holy cow, that's cold, man. Yeah, that was the nice thing about sleeping in the van for $150 a night. They give you $15 a month for cold pay? That's ridiculous. Yeah, you remember? You remember when the trees were bare? Now look at it. It's all lush. But when they paid me $150 to sleep in the van, for the night, I was allowed to keep the heat on all night. And eventually set up a generator and everything so that we could have heat. And the shoot started at 4 in the morning, and it was February, and there was ice and snow everywhere. And yeah, all I had to do was sleep in a van. Exactly. It's almost doing nothing. And to a certain extent, it is a lot of doing nothing. It's a lot of waiting around. You know, being an extra, it's like a hurry up and wait kind of job. Not fun. And I see the nice thing about Wilbs's building is that it's lined up with Taco Bell. So now it's a straight shoot up to Taco Bell. Exactly. You're mentally exhausted, you're physically exhausted. It's work. You know, don't get that twisted. It's work. Yeah, nice and quiet out here. They knew they were on camera. They was chirping. Look at this house here. I would buy this house here in a... Yes, I was literally sleeping with equipment. I was sleeping with like all the small electrical stuff. Like the big electrical stuff was in a bigger truck, but like I was with like lighting boards and really delicate cables. You know, not the thick cables they would have. They had these thinner cables that had to be kind of babied and make sure nobody stole them. And oh man, a bunch of stuff, but like small stuff that could fit in a cargo van. Look at this house. Oh man, look at those trees in front of that house. It's so cool. See, this is New York City. Can you imagine? This is New York City. I love the variety of architecture on this one block alone. This is actually one of the blocks that has a lot of Christmas lights on it. Yeah, basically, Matt. Sometimes it leads to bigger things and sometimes not so much. I mean, that's what being an actor is. That's the hardest part about being an actor in general. So what we're doing right now is we're walking straight up from the water and we're going to go up to 4th Avenue. And that's where we're going to end our little walk. Looks like the Amityville Horror. Yeah, I hear that. This is the best part of Brooklyn. Yeah, sometimes people get discovered. I've heard of stories of people getting discovered. I've actually heard of more stories, personally, I've heard of more stories of people working as extras and then getting work in the technical field of it. Audio, lighting, production. Yeah, got a nice variety. And now as we move closer up to 4th Avenue, you're going to see it get built up just a little bit more as we get over to 4th Avenue. As we cross Colonial Road. For now, I'm going to walk up the ridge, and this is why it's called Bay Ridge. Looks like a funnel cloud in front of me? No, it's just a cloudy day. The sun is trying to come out. Oh, wow, Brian, that's crazy. Nice. I have a feeling this is going to be the weather tomorrow. It's going to be like this tomorrow, I have a feeling. I was really hoping for a rainbow. was really hoping for a rainbow. Okay, I'll check out that channel. Yeah, it's going to rain off and on tomorrow, but we have not canceled our tours. So I will be performing tomorrow 2 times over the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges. The beds. Yeah. The sun is out. What is that glowing orb in the sky? The sun is out. Now, if you guys were watching the screen very closely, you know why I crossed over. You guys were watching very astutely. Oh man, I could taste that Taco Bell now. Love this house. Love that house right there. Yeah, it's flipping May, that's right. Tracy, I have a feeling by this weekend we're going to be complaining about the heat. I've heard that it's going to be very hot this weekend. So, keep that in mind. It's all right now. It's all right. Oh. Brooklyn life, when you hear a plane over your head every minute. I know we have some red-tailed hawks out here now. We have a big bat population in this neighborhood. Yeah, I heard it could possibly be 80 degrees here in New York this weekend, which is like crazy. We're gonna go from 50 to 80 in 3 days. These ridiculous extremes, I tell you. These ridiculous extremes. It's like, it's crazy. It was snowing up in Minnesota, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, global warming. I am El Nino. Who remembers Chris Farley and El Nino? Can't wait for it to be hot. Nice. It's okay, Tracy. Can't wait for it to be hot. I do not want it hot. How about that? So I gotta work in that heat. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, I haven't rode a bike in 40 years. I could ride a bike when it's 107 degrees outside. Yeah. It's fine. The Brooklyn Bridge is flat. New York City is flat. There are no hills in New York City. That's the number one comment I get from people who don't ride a bike on a regular basis who come on a bike tour. I didn't realize there were so many hills. Yes, New York is not flat. Oh God, no. And the humidity, oh. It's the worst. It's the worst. 80 degrees and sunny out there in North Carolina at the moment. Nice. Enjoy it, Donna. That sounds like I could deal with 80. I could work in 80. But once it gets to like 90, then it's like I got to start preparing for crap. Good to see you, Jorge. What's the temperature up here? It's 49 degrees right now here in New York. But it's a very chilly 49. You're more than welcome, Marine. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Yeah, it depends on the humidity. Yeah. You know, it does make a difference in New York, but still, when it's like 107 degrees, yeah, that's what I think annoys me the most, Wilbs, is that in the summertime, I end up taking 2 up to maybe even 3-4 showers a day because it's just too much, especially since I'm working outside, and I have a whole process of dealing with the heat and everything. So yeah, we broke 100 last year. I had to work in that. The hottest days of the year last year here in New York, I had to work in. Ooh, that is too warm there, Jorge. Stay cool. Stay cool. Or George, right? George Enriquez? George. I'm going to go say George instead of Jorge. George. Oh, we're almost at Taco Bell. No, we went over 100, I think 5 times last year. And it was all within like a 2-week period. Either or. Okay, awesome. Thanks for tuning on in. We're going to end the live stream at one of my more favorite places, Taco Bell. Let's get some Taco Bell. Ooh, that smell. I hear that, okay. Oh, what a fun little walk. I needed this. I was in front of a computer for 3 hours earlier today, and if you want to take a simulated flight from New York City to the abandoned Walt Disney World Airport, you could do that, because a little bit earlier this afternoon, we flied the plane, so you could check that out and whatnot. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do something fun tomorrow. There's some kind of parade going on tomorrow that I might be able to catch when I get out of work, so I might be able to hit that for you guys. But the season's just beginning. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. And I still got to make that playlist of all my cyclone rides. I was putting it together the other night, and see, this is what happened. I was drinking the other night, and I kind of stopped doing it in the middle of it, so I got to finish making that playlist for you guys. You're more than welcome for the double stream, but I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Have a great Brooklyn day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish the moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. Yeah, you guys need a cyclone playlist. I'll see you soon, folks. Go to bed, Nibble. Go to bed, Wilbs. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Brian. Goodbye, Tracy. Look, see? There it is. There it is. Yes. We've made it. We've made it. I'll see you later, guys.